Hey everyone, welcome to Tagadi. So, listening to Whoopi Goldberg, she was saying, don't compare yourself to others. You have to be yourself. When they were talking about Lady Gaga's boyfriends, girlfriends, comparing herself to Lady Gaga, I was just, going through my studies tonight and the TV was on. And that's when I hear that. And that kind of gave me the idea of talking about that tonight. So the topic again is don't compare yourself to others, especially your exes. I'm not sure whether you've gone through or have some friends or have some families that have ever compared themselves to you in life while they're looking at you, thinking that you are having or living a good life, not knowing what you're going through. That was the story of my life. When I was with the SOB that I had before, most of my friends look at me and they're like, oh my God, Comfy, you're so lucky. You have a good husband. You have amazing kids. It was true. The later part was true. I got amazing kids that never make, never caused trouble. But the SOBs I had at home, But I remember I always tell my friends then, especially, the one that is my best friend now, because now she realized that, oh my God, how come you never said anything? And I'm like, I don't know. At the time, she's like, but you never said anything. I thought your life was perfect. I'm like, this is what I always say. Or this is why I believe what Whoopi said here, that don't ever compare your life to others because you don't know what they're going through. When you start comparing your life to others, you're gonna set unrealistic goal for yourself. You're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna hit the roadblocks when you do that, because people in life, you never know what they're going through. People in life sometimes don't talk about it, don't say out what they are actually going through in life. So there's absolutely no point comparing your life to others, especially exes. There's a reason for someone to be an ex. There's a reason I am that SOB's ex. That is for sure. I'm probably too much for him, which I didn't realize at the time. But when I look back, I'm like, oh my God. Oh, it's so true. You know, I was, understanding an empathetic human being at the time, listening to all the cock and bull story before, I got together with him. And then when I look at all the stories that I hear, then I'm like, oh my God. Okay, now I know. That's why, for me, I always sing, and you wonder why I sing. Me leaving him, I say hallelujah to his holy name for making that happen. The only sadness that I have is allow him to take the life of my son. So will I compare my life to his or to whoever he has at home? No. So I hope you will not do the same. There was actually a video that I made on January 9 because, we still have a case in court. Big one going on because I promised myself nobody's going to bully me no more. So he wants a fight. I'm like, you bring it on. The Lord of hosts is ready to fight a battle for me. So we were in court on January 9 where he started comparing me. That SOB started comparing me to whoever he has at home. And to tell you the truth, I don't have time for that. Honestly, I don't have time for that. Because he was saying in court, oh, I was coming to their house, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, look here. I have no reason to come to your house. All I want to get is everything that I worked so hard for, which are my kids' inheritance, which you are holding and you are just spending lavishly. That is the story of my life. So why would I compare my life to your life? You live in a ghetto. I live in where God put me. Thank God for that. Right? So there's no comparison. There's no way we can do that similarities. It just does not correspond. So when he was comparing me to whoever he has at home. And I promise myself that I don't want to disrespect whatever he has at home, because I say there's a reason for him to be my ex, or for me to be his ex. So whoever find him and think is a golden, precious metal, good luck. So if you know the story of anyone's, you're probably gonna run away and you will never compare your life to their lives. So whatever you do, I am please begging you, whatever kind of friends you might have, I am please imploring you, never compare your life to their lives, because you don't know what they are going through. You don't know what is going on in their life. You don't know, maybe you're listening to what they say, but you don't actually see what is going on in their life. What we can do for ourselves, for yourself, for myself, is to look for peace. Peace in within you is the only thing that can save you. It's the only thing that is saving me. Do I need to compare my life to my friends? No. Sometimes I look at them, I'm like, hey, you guys have a better life that you never thought that you had. You look at me before, you think, I had a full life. I had a family. But I was going through so much pain and struggle that it was only through the grace of God that the SOB I had at home before already planned everything to get rid of all the families so that he can add all the fortunes that he never worked a penny for. If I'm not here, who's going to be, doing all this talk? Other people will say it, hopefully. But I don't know whether other people will be able to talk about their pain in order to make sure that people learn from them. I talk about my pain in order to make sure other people learn and they don't fall into that same hole that I find myself at a time. And I promise myself, no matter what, these days, no matter what, I will never compare myself to others. Never. Because I've been through things. I know what it is. I know what people look at from outside. But I knew what I was going through inside at the time. So please, never, never compare your life to others. I mean, the adage says all that glitters are not gold. That is so true. Sometimes things glitter. Like when I finish my case in court, I have nothing to hide no more. I'm going to plaster everything just for others to learn. You see things that glitters, like the SOB that I said is sitting on everything that I work for in my life. It's riding luxurious cars, not one, not two, three or three plus. And people that sees him, they're going to be like, oh my God, he's living a fantastic life. He probably have a new wife. He's probably going to have a sextuplet. But when you look underneath, and I just shake my head, that this is the facade that I live in for decades. At the end, where do I find myself? And people that were trying to compare their life to mine, at the time, I'm like, you got to be careful. That is not the way it is. And now, what I see in my life, I do what I have to do. Before I do anything, I take steps. Whoever I'm dealing with, that's why people might be saying, it is who it is. Whoever I'm going out with now, you know what? We'll sit down, we're going to talk. If you have to write down and make an agreement, we make an agreement. Because whatever happened to me yesterday, it's not going to happen tomorrow. And I would never compare my life to others, no matter how beautiful their life might look from outside. So my point, or to the views, or Whoopi's point, is you don't need to compare yourself to others. You have to be yourself, because you know yourself, and nobody can deceive you about yourself. Or other people can deceive you about themselves. Whereby, if you want to follow what they're telling you, you might find yourself in trouble later on. That's going to be it for today. Before we leave the forum, please make sure if you have not subscribed, click the subscribe button, which is right down here, as well as the notification bell, which is going to notify you anytime we post any new videos. We have other platforms that I'm going to, put in at the same time later on as we go on. And join us in the commentary section below. Until next time, don't forget, don't compare yourself to others. You don't know what they're going through. They might have a makeup and look beautiful. Whatever is going on underneath might be full of debt and darkness, which you don't want to be part of. Until next time, have a good day. Bye-bye.